Let's get started. I'm going to talk about something that I created last summer, and it was called the Purple Method. It's just to kind of help you think about things and think about your approach in a different way. So I've just taken the letters of the word purple and kind of made an acronym out of it, and just kind of described each letter, what they stand for, with my business, and kind of basically some business pillars of where we start when you're working with me. So the first P stands for plan efficiently. I want you to try to make really good use of your time. Focus on the ways that work for you, that help you manage your time. Be aware of how much time that you have and how much time that you'll need for a given task. And then what small tasks can you fit into pockets of time throughout the day? What works for you to stay on task? Do you want to set a timer? Do you like to play music to keep you going? Do you need to keep your list close by so you remind yourself what you're working on and what your goals are for that day? And then know that the more that you practice, the better you get when you plan a task to accomplish and then find the best time to fit it in your schedule. Practice more, practice more, practice more, and you'll get really good at saying, I think this task will take about this long. I'm going to schedule it in for this time so I know I have plenty of time to complete it. Okay. You understand mindset needs. Now we're talking about emotional wellness here. This plays a part in everything that we do. I want you to start to be more aware of the thoughts that you have and how you tend to look at certain situations. So here's an example. Do you have this story that you always hate driving? I hate going out to drive anywhere because there's rude people and they take up the road and they make bad decisions. If you have this thought or this story that you're holding on to, you are always going to hate driving. So, how we view the world around us and the experiences that we're having in life has a great effect on our emotional well being. Just think about that one aspect of hating driving. You're going to take that feeling every time you drive. If that's your thought and that's your story, that's how you're going to feel every single time that you drive. And that's just isolating that one instance. We could have other thoughts and other stories that are tied to other instances and experiences in our lives that are actually not serving us, that we might need to take a closer look at. Okay. Now, that's not to say we should be bright siding everything of just, oh, everything's fine. That person didn't make me mad, or that person said something and I should just let it go. But the more aware of how you're looking at your surroundings you can be and the choices that you make, the better off that you can be. If you feel like if you feel like you're in a struggle that you can't get out of, try a few ways that could help. So you could participate in a physical activity, right? If you're frustrated about something or you're sitting in something that you just feel like you can't get out of, jump into a workout, jump into walking outside or going for a run if you do that. I don't do that, but walk outside, call a friend, vent a little bit, and then take turns so you can kind of hear about how they're doing too. It can make all the difference to get your body moving or to talk it out with a friend that you trust. The R in purple is refine crucial tasks. Now think about home management, the caregiving that you might do, your self-care, and then the work that you do or the business tasks, by breaking them all down one by one. Now, of course, this isn't all like finish this all this week, but this is just something that you can kind of work on as you think about it and as you walk through your day, kind of run through your day and through your week. You can start thinking about these things of refining these crucial tasks. Let me explain. So think about changing a baby's diaper. Think about when you changed the first few diapers, like as a babysitter or an aunt or a new mom. It was a little rough. It didn't come natural. Even if you watched it several times, watched your mom do it or watched an older sister or another babysitter do it, it still takes some effort and some trial and error to get it the way, get it down and the way that you feel like it's efficient. Okay. But the more diapers that you change, the more you realize what works well and what does not work well. You know to get the supplies ready first and then start changing the diaper. You also know that a specific order makes sense to be able to do that task effectively and efficiently. And this goes for most of the tasks that you do, right? I've talked about this before. You don't want to just close the dishwasher and run it before you've loaded what dishes can fit in there so that you can get the most out of washing your running your dishwasher, okay? So you can apply again these same ideas to other tasks, especially ones that you repeat often, things that you do daily, things that you do even more than daily. So examples of some tasks that you would repeat often, something like running dishes, washing dishes, sorry, running a load of laundry and other chores around your home, packing a lunch for your kiddo, getting ready for the day, and a bedtime routine. They can all be clarified a little bit more and refined so that you're making the most of your time. Now, I know thinking about these as a whole can sound silly or daunting or like I just don't want to bother. However, if you can take the time, just one system at a time, one routine at a time, and refine them a little bit more and be specific as to exactly how you want to do them, I promise you it will make the most out of your time. And then you can get used to it for one. You're able to think more clearly about you just kind of go on autopilot and get those dishes done and you can think of other things while you do those, but you can also save time in the long run and have more time to do things that you have been meaning to get to or that you really want to do. Okay. So think about what you need before you start the task, any tools that you need, any kind of preparations, and then perform that task in the order that makes the most sense for you and for your household. Okay? All right, the second P is prepare yourself for what you're doing. Prepare you by first taking care of yourself because then you are better able to serve those around you. Okay? If you let yourself go and you don't attend to your needs, you're going to be a little broken. You're going to be run down. You're at the very least going to be a little grumpy and resentful because you're not taking time to take care of yourself before you're taking care of everybody else's needs. Okay. I want you to continually remind yourself of those important self care habits. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to go out and get a massage every week, although that would be nice. We want to break down self care exactly how it feels, how it means. Sorry, like what would be your self care list? What does it mean to you to be taken care of in that realm? Okay. If tomorrow is going to be a busy day, make sure you get to bed on time or get to bed early. If you're going to be out of the house, maybe all day, maybe you go to work and you come back, what food and water can you take with you? Prepare that now so you're getting ready for tomorrow. Make a list of what you'd like to accomplish tomorrow, as well as items that you might need to pack so you're ready for those activities. Then you can go and enjoy them and you're not out at the activity or out of the house already and you're like, oh, I forgot the one thing. And you either can't quite enjoy the day or it's distracting because you don't have that item or you have to go purchase that item. So now you have two. It's just a bigger pain and you waste more time. So planning ahead a little bit more for what you're going to be doing makes all the difference as well. Okay. Same thing for staying at home. Still want to make a list of things to do so you're making the most of your time and prioritize which tasks that you will start with. Set alarms for the places that you need to leave for. If you've got home stuff that you're working on and then you need to pick up the kids by a certain time or you need to get to the store by a certain time, set a timer or set an alarm for when you need to leave for that or for the next task that you want to accomplish, right? You don't want to spend all day on one task. You want to kind of keep some timers going so it reminds you, oh yeah, I'm doing this. I need to keep going. Or I'm done with laundry for today. I've done as much as I can. I'm going to move on to the next task. Okay. L in purple is leverage what you already do, know, and have. Let me explain. I want you to be more confident than what you might be feeling right now in the routines and your systems that you've created that actually already work for you in your household. I'm not here saying that you have to use all of my ideas and all of my systems, redo everything. You probably already have some that work well for you or that worked before, and you just need to pick back up again and use. Okay. What else do you know that would be helpful, but you just need to take action on it or that you need to implement? What tools and experience have helped you come up with a plan? And for what else could those things be helpful? Sorry, what other things in your life could be helpful and your experiences for your household? You can think about those things. I've used this before and this worked really well. This hasn't been working well. I'm going to let it go. Excuse me. I want you to continue the momentum that you already have in what you do well. And then have confidence in what you know that you can accomplish, right? Don't get into that place of overthinking it. Just get into the place of doing and taking action, okay? And then obviously rest when it's needed. All right, E, embrace where you're at. This is the last letter in the purple method. Give yourself grace for where you're at. Allow yourself access to different ideas and ways to grow in the areas of your life and in your home where you'd like to see some improvement. You could read a book, listen to podcasts, watch a YouTube video, attend a masterclass, join a membership, follow people on social media that inspire you, and then go implement what you've learned. It doesn't make sense to take in so much information and never implement it, right? Take in a little bit of information, let it inspire you, let it motivate you, and then take action. And you can take some more information in if you'd like. Okay, here's the mindset piece for today that I wanted to leave you with. How you're thinking about what you're doing or what you're not doing will make all the difference in how you complete the task or if you complete the task. It will make or break if you start the task and absolutely have an effect on if you finish or not. So coming at any kind of task with a little bit more of a positive or determined mindset is going to help you kind of push through and really get to the finish line. Attempting a project or a task where you're like, oh, I just hate doing dishes, I just don't want to do the dishes, your mind's going to come up with ways to distract you and kind of try to talk you out of finishing it. So you have to kind of play that game of what is the task I actually want to do right now? And I'm going to come in with a determination and a strong mindset to actually complete this task. I have enough time. I've got 15 minutes. I can knock out these dishes and then I'm done. Because then I can celebrate that win and know that I've done it. I don't have to do dishes at least until the next meal, right? All right.